Hello and welcome to another edition of Savvy Money Show. With me, your host Sean. Please note that nothing in this video constitutes financial advice. You shouldn't buy, sell or hold stocks on any information in this video. And please note, if you haven't signed up for a free share dealing app yet, there'll be links below to Freetrade, Trading 212 and others where you can get free shares just for clicking through the link and depositing a small amount. So this is an update on the Boeing post earnings. I was asked to give my opinion on Boeing, and it is just my opinion. I could be wrong. I've been wrong in the past, but the earnings was as expected. It was expected to be a horrible earnings report, and it was. Now, there was some pluses in the week, but also some horrible minuses. It come out that 737 Max cost them 1.75 billion. It come out, which I included in my last video. It come out also in my last video that they were going to be called to court and litigation, which all costs money for them, whether they win or lose. However, since then, they were going to have a joint venture with another company, and they decided to break off talks with that and end them all together at a late stage. They had cold feet all the way through, and instead of breaking it off early, they broke it off at a late stage. So because of that, they are going to have to pay fines for that. But in my opinion, they were right to do that. Should have broke it off earlier and avoided the fines, but it is better to be saddled with fines below £1 billion than be saddled with £3 billion worth of debt at a time when they already have enough. Now, last year, at this time, they had a couple of billion cash on hand. This year, they've lost billions. This is what you've got to look at. And this is after they've taken on more debt. So if you're the good thing about them is they have £480 billion worth of backlog of orders. I spoke about their backlog, but they did have $980 billion worth of back orders, but a load of them got cancelled, and you don't know if these are going to get cancelled. They have been working through coronavirus. They have £80 billion worth of stock. 90% of that is for the 737 Max. They are up a tiny bit at 137 due to the fact that they announced during their earnings they expect FDA approval in the third quarter, which means that they can then sell the planes again and clear the backlog, which would be good for the company. However, they said that they would get FDA approval in the first quarter, but you don't know if they've got some deal with the government where they've been supplying them with all these PPE equipment they've been producing in order to get the approval, or whether that's come into some of the profit they've been making. I'm not going to advise you in any way, because I'm not a financial advisor, to buy, hold or sell Boeing. I made my thoughts clear on which way I'd go in the last video. That hasn't changed. The only thing I will say is, if you are going to buy, it's going to be settled with more debt. It's going to take, there's not going to be any kind of silver lining until the end of the year. There are some people out there saying maintenance of these planes costs a lot of money, so it'd be cheaper to go and buy the plane from Boeing. But when they already have a backlog, you're going to be waiting for the plane anyway. You're not sure if it's going to be approved by the FDA, and it's not going to cost more for the maintenance, because these maintenance staff are on hand. They're staff that are on your books anyway. They're not paid per hour, so you're not taking on more staff just to maintain your planes. So unless you're going to let them go, you still need maintenance staff for your planes. So if you're going to buy Boeing, be prepared for a 5 to 10 year investment, maybe even longer. There's nothing wrong with that. All my stocks are prepared for a long-term investment. I always say prepare for a long-term investment. If you hit your profit stream, your profit margin, and take it in the short term and then invest in something else. But you have to do what's right for you and your situation. I hope it's been of some help for you. Please, if it's been informative for you, press the like button. If you want to see more videos, press the subscribe. If you want to comment on anything I've said in the video, even if you just find it repetitive, let me know and I'll stop doing updates. And if you want me to do videos of other stocks, I don't just look at these stocks, I look at loads of other stocks, then let me know. Good luck, good investing. Bye.